Hello everybody, it's your boy Gman256. We are back today with another video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty Mobile. I love the game. And with the zombies coming out, I've been playing a lot of zombies. Love the map, love the experience. I like it a lot. It's something a little different than the console version. If you haven't played it, I do recommend it. It is free, so the only excuse I can find is if your phone doesn't support it, but it's a lot of fun. Today we're going to be going over the Easter egg for Call of Duty Mobile's zombies, Numa. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like on the video. This took a lot of work because I had to download like 3 different softwares onto my laptop to be able to record and all that for my phone instead of my PlayStation, which is what I usually record on. So yeah, this is something new. There are some scenes or clips where the graphics aren't as good as I would like. There's still some stuff I need to go in there and tweak, but this is just something that I've been working on for a little bit. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is this little map here. Usually you won't start out with these 3 check marks over there, but so you start the match just like any other zombies match, and then
for a long time. Data indicates this area's
the first thing on that little map was gears. It looked like they're actually called repair parts. So what you're going to be doing is trying to get downstairs as soon as possible, just as early as possible getting downstairs. Like I said, this recording software is new. I'm still figuring out all the things for it, so it's a little buggy. But so yeah, open up this little door right here, and there's several spawn points. They look like that right there. They won't spawn at the same spot every round. They kind of move around, but as far as I can tell, they always spawn downstairs inside the center house. They're never really outside. And you only need 2 of them. You're only looking for 2. As soon as you complete that, go up here, out the front to the left. You're gonna go to this box and it'll pop up with a repair. Now you gotta do it twice, which is stupid. I feel like if you have both of them on you, you should be able to repair them both at once. But game will let you. You get sent to this underground room, and then the next thing on the little map, if you go back and look, is a little file. It looks like the file is over here, and you can see it says experiment diary. See, there's the 3, the gears, underground, and the diary. Next, you're looking for some plants right here. Now, I didn't know this whenever I was doing it. I figured out afterwards. You have to shoot these in a specific order in order to, I think it's the order that I shoot them in right here. But you have to make sure that green smoke is there, because see, this one was out of order, and whenever I killed it, it fell, but the green smoke didn't come out. So you gotta make sure that smoke appears whenever it dies. And then come back and do that one. And then you should hear that beeping means the radio has turned on. So you come into this room and you'll see that red light, and you press start, and it says code Akuma no Ki is activated. And then you'll notice up there at the top right that says Jabuko now instead of Abomination. You'll also notice now that all 4 of those are check marked off, and all that's left is that little head right there. All that is the boss fight at the end. So now you're good to go. Just keep playing, get to the end of the map, and you'll fight the Jabuko. So this is one of my previous Jabuko fights. I didn't get this today. This was just a clip that I had the first time I faced the Jabuko. I only got the cutscene at the beginning so you can see what the Jabuko is. I didn't do the boss fight because I wanted y'all to be able to experience that yourselves. But yeah, this is the Jabuko. Let's get into the next part. Okay, so if you look at this little map, I guess again, you'll notice that there are 4 other little squares. It has radios, what looks like a rock, a teddy bear, and a frying pan. So what these are is these are 4 other like mini Easter eggs within the game that you can go do. Sorry. Now I did them, but they don't seem to have any effect on the overall like gameplay. They just kind of, the radios give you more information, which we'll go over last. But these 3, the rock, teddy bear, and frying pan, just kind of seem to give you more power-ups throughout the game. Like if you need a death machine or full ammo, they give you that. But other than that, I haven't noticed a difference. Now there might be, if anyone notices that it makes it harder, it gives them more rewards, whatever, be sure to let me know, put it in the comments. But as far as my personal experience, I haven't experienced anything. So I think we're going to go over this rock first and then go from there. Okay, so you're going to want to start over here where the fishing cabin is. It's the perfectly circular building on the map. And go over to where there's like a pool. And to the right, you'll see this rock. You shoot at it, and 4 floating skulls are going to spawn. Destroy all 4, and you'll get the max ammo. And then whenever you open up your map again, that little rock symbol will be checked off. Now what you're going to do from there is go into the building, and right here, that window to the right, now obviously make sure you don't do this at the beginning of the round like I did just now. Make sure you have time to look for it, because we're going to start looking for the teddy bears. Now all 4 of the teddy bears are on, there's one in each 4 corners of the map, and they're all like through a window. You see them all through a window leading outside of the map. So you're probably going to want to, what I like to do is I like to get 1 zombie, get enough money to open up all the doors, and then get 1 zombie to follow me around and do them all at once. I just find that to be the easiest. So you get 1 zombie, and then you're going to want to come in here, go to the right. There's going to be a window to the right, and right there, it's kind of hard to see, right there on that post is a teddy bear. Whenever you shoot it, it gives you the green smoke. That's how you know you did it. And then move on to the next one. So the next one I went to is in the building. It's called the Doctor's Hut, I think. It's the one with the body in there, and it's right there behind those bushes. It was the hardest one for me to find. It's actually on the ground, and it's behind the bushes, kind of to the right. So you're gonna have to watch for that. But yeah, just shoot it. You'll get the little hit marker, and you're good to move on. Now this next one, it's in a building called the comm station. This one's fairly easy. Go in here through the front door, to the left, turn right. It's legit just floating right there out that window. That one didn't smoke for me, but I got the hit marker, it disappeared, and I moved on. Okay, for this last one, I did 2 of the extra Easter eggs in one. I finished the bears, which is right here. You can see it floating. That one's kind of hard to see because of the trees in the background. And then also in this building, you'll see Let me get the zombie off me. But there's 4 frying pans on the wall. What you want to do is you want to shoot the 4 frying pans, and then the fourth, after you do that, there will be 5 plants that spawn that you have to find and shoot. And as far as the plants go, I found out that after you shoot one, another one spawns, and you have to shoot the other one before the next one will spawn. So, and they're kind of small, they're hard to see. You'll see there's one right there, and then some of them are outside of the fence line too. I think there's 2 outside of the fence. There's 3 on the same side as on this side of the bridge, and then there's 2 on the other side. So then you run across, and there's one right outside the fence there, and then another one spawns right there to your left. There you go.
Max ammo.
Okay guys, another thing I wanted to go over in this video is there are about 6 different radio messages. One that you get at the very beginning of the game, and then 5 that you can find throughout the game after you complete the first big Easter egg to get the Jabuko. And I think it's kind of interesting. You don't really get anything but information, but I kind of wanted to put all this together and try to connect the dots and see what information, just to see what kind of these scientists were doing here. So let's jump into it. So the first one I want to look at
for a long time.
is right here at the
Data
beginning.
indicates this area's house is a secret research facility for World War II.
And what that just said was that this map is basically a secret research facility for World War II. That's kind of all the information they give us. There's probably more information out there that she knows. I haven't looked into it as much as I should. I'm just going off of what you can see in here. If y'all are interested, I might do a more in-depth research video about these radio transmissions. But as of right now, this is all C. Is that first transmission says it's a secret research facility from the World War II. So, next one you don't actually get until you get to the underground.
I must be working too hard. I thought I saw a dancing tree.
But you get to the underground, you start the radio, and then right there to your left, look to your left from starting that radio, there's a shelf with a radio, little radio box. Now clicked on that, or you shoot at that, and it will give you a transmission that basically says on September 30th seems to be the scientist's first sighting of the Jabuko. He says dancing tree. So I think that's safe to assume that the Jabuko was at least first sighted on September 30th. We don't know what year. I'm guessing this is still about the same time as World War II, because that's when the scientists would be here working. But that's either whenever the scientists first saw it, or that's whenever this Jabuko first was awakened, or created, or whatever you want to call it. The first few moments of life for the Jabuko. But let's move on to the next one. So the next one I want to do is over here in the doctors again. There's one in each corner of the map. So it's right there. Shoot it.
Day 15. Meteor. Is it a gift from God or a curse?
This is talking about the meteor that we went to before to shoot at and get the max ammo. You shot at the skulls appear, kill the skulls appear. What they're basically saying is they're trying to figure out, like, is it useful or is it dangerous is basically the question. Not much background to this, not much foresight or not many questions. It's kind of straightforward. but still, it's one of the 5, so I thought I should. Alright, this next one is over here on the house that's on fire, and it's right behind the door, right there.
February 20th. I believe we discovered a power that will turn the tide of the
Now, this one's questionable because it just says a power. I don't know if they're talking about meteor per se, or something else that I'll bring back up later on. I don't know if this is talking about the element 115 that, if you look at Origins, that's kind of what they're doing, is looking for a element to, I don't know specifically, but that'll get brought back up later on in the video, because after you uncover some of the other ones, you kind of see more as to maybe what they're talking about. It's still questionable. I have no clue. Again, I haven't done too much research into it. I can do a lot more and make another video if you want, but as of right now, actually, this is the next one right
August
here.
13th, 7th test subject has expired, but not before producing some interesting results.
So, right here it says test subject 7 has expired, but shown interesting results. If you remember, when we were down underneath in the underground, there was some this paper right here. Basically what this paper right here says is it's a list of test subjects 1 through 4, skips 5 and 6, then goes to 7. The first one had no effect, second one had radical change, dies July 13th. No, radical change on July 13th, died 3 days later due to complications. 3 stopped growing after a certain mutation, confirmed dead on August 29th. The fourth one, first of the subjects confirmed dead, cause of death unknown. And then the fourth one said dead, another failure, which is 7, which is weird because the 7th one said that it had shown some kind of progression. So it's kind of questionable, because on the diary it says it didn't show anything, but then on the radio transmission it said that there was severe progression. So, but that is also the question, is this progression the energy that is supposed to end the war in the last one? But let's look at the next one and see what it says. So this is the last radio transmission back in the circle house. Go left, and it's outside the window right here.
July 19th. The infected bee's venom seems to be more potent. I wonder what will happen if we use snake or scorpion venom.
So they're talking about using bee venom on something, but I think it has something to do with these seeds. And it's curious that they bring up scorpions, because again, if you go back to that paper, on the very bottom it says something. Let me read it. One second. So this is what the paper says. The paper at the very bottom, in quotation, says, "I'm just wasting my time here. I should abandon this and let the scorpions feed on the seeds." So they keep bringing up scorpions, which means they're probably testing on different venoms. Well, we know that from the last one where I was talking about bee venom, scorpion venom, and snake venom. But I'm curious as to what they're trying to do with the venoms. Also, they say seeds on the bottom of the last page. Are these seeds to grow trees? Like, not trees, but Is this what the Jabuko is? Are these planting more Jabukos, or is this something else? Because the seeds are purple, and whenever you're actually fighting the Jabuko, it doesn't put any more seeds out. So, what are these seeds to? Is it the Jabuko, or is it something else? But let's go look at the Abomination boss fight. So, I'm doing the Abomination boss fight on easy with a couple randoms. And I think it's kind of weird, this rock shell it has on it. Is it saying that it's been living underground since like World War II? Is that what this is? But the big thing is that I want to get out of this is that in this boss fight, the Abomination lays the seeds. Like, it actually shoots the seeds out. Which, whenever I was playing, I honestly thought it was eggs that it was shooting out. Until I saw the diary. Also, it shoots out the skulls like the meteor did whenever it hit. So are those skulls like a defense mechanism from the meteor to defend it from attackers? And if so, does it give the same defense mechanism to whatever it's absorbed into? Also, if you look at the Abomination after you get its shell knocked off, it is very clearly a giant scorpion. So is the Abomination actually the 7th test subject that showed promise? And did they think it was dead, and that's why it's covered in rock from where they buried it? Or... But still, why would the Abomination lay the seeds if they're seeds and not eggs? That is the Easter egg. All of the extra Easter eggs and all of the radio transmissions on Call of Duty mobiles, Numa's, yeah, basically everything you need to know. I have a couple questions, but what I've come to the conclusion is that this meteor hit, which happened on the console version as well and PC. The meteor is in Numa in the original, but I think Call of Duty Mobile has brought it to more of the boss fights being caused by the scientists, at least the Abomination. I think Jaboku happened naturally. I think that naturally happened when the meteor hit, but that also could lead to more in the future. What other bosses could this have caused in other areas? Like, because we know from Origins and shoot, if we look at the Black Ops 3 series, all over the time frame and several dimensions, these zombies are everywhere. So the actual question is, what else could Element 115 have created? Because I don't think the zombies is what Element 115 created. The zombies are something Element 115 created, but I think the zombies are nothing more than a defense mechanism to protect the element while it creates more, because the zombies are rising after element 115 hit, but then whenever you shoot the element itself, it sends out weaker skulls, which I think is kind of weird that they would be so weak. They are faster, but it's almost as if it's just throwing out the skulls as like emergency, like we need it right now. But the zombies are full corpses, and they're just, I feel like they're just there to distract and defend, while the element is creating the trees into monstrous bosses, and the scorpions, and the natural elements of the earth, and it might even be infecting the planet itself. But I don't know enough about this. I haven't done enough research. I'm just picking up what I can while I'm playing. I do think it's really interesting, and I do want to learn more. I will continue to learn more, and if there is anything else, I may make a second video on just the radios and the background and what everything could mean. But for now, that's all I got. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope it helped you with the Easter egg, get more loot, get more XP, whatever. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.